Hello YouTube, my name's Corey Aqua. This is my first YouTube video attempt. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep this up or anything. Oh, this is Penny, by the way. I want to try it out, meet new people, talk fish, geek out. I don't quite know where this YouTube is going. I do know it's gonna be predominantly about Tanganyikan cichlids and their habitats. I really like biotope aquascaping. It's one of my favorite pastimes. I don't know how much biotope aquascaping I'm gonna be able to do because I only have really 3 big tanks and 2 I have just recently scaped. This one back here, my trophiest tank, I plan on rescaping in the future. It's not really biotopish, it's more of practice. It's just a few rocks I put together using the rule of thirds. I'll probably make content about that kind of stuff also, so you guys could kind of put some scapes together that are pleasing to the human eye. This is just my introductory video, so I want to tell you a little bit about myself. Corey, on social media, I'm known as Corey Aqua. I'm the guy that posts pictures of nothing but Tanganyikan cichlids and my aquariums. In this video, I'll give you a walkthrough of 3 of my aquariums that I have running right now. I have a 200-gallon Frontosa tank. I have this 150-gallon Trophiest tank, and I have a smaller 50-gallon shell dweller tank that I plan on upgrading real soon. Yeah, I started fish keeping since I was a child. When I was born, my dad had a big colony of Burundi Frontosa that I got to grow up with. When I was around 11 or 12, my family opened a local fish store, and that was my first job for a few years. It was a great experience. I learned a lot, learned how to medicate, learned the feeding process, what to feed certain fish, what not to feed certain fish. It wasn't until a few years back that I got tired of talking to people that weren't in the hobby about fish. I would constantly bug them and just fill their ears up with noise about fish and fish tanks and show them pictures even though they didn't want to see it. So I got the idea to start a Instagram account, and I ended up learning about a local club. I went to go to the club and got to meet a few good friends that were into aquascaping. I took a small break from the cichlids and got into nano planted aquariums. And up until a few years ago, I started really missing my roots, which was Tanganyikan cichlids. So my friends were sad. I sold my rimless tanks. I went out and bought a big 200-gallon. I got some Impinway Frontosa from the wet spot, and I had them for about a year. They got pretty big, and then somebody nearby was selling a wild-caught pair of gold-headed compressiceps from Kasanga that I went and picked up because they were a pretty good price, and I got hooked. After that day, I pretty much just went crazy with the wild Tanganyikan cichlids. I will probably make some videos about my wild collection also. But yeah, so I left aquascaping, went back to keeping cichlids, but I wasn't happy with a big plain tank or a minimalistic scape. So I try to combine both like my aquascaping knowledge with my Tanganyikan cichlid knowledge, and I ended up with biotope style aquariums. They're not 100% biotope because I can't really get the rocks, or I could only get stuff that's similar for now. But in the future, I plan on getting even more into biotopes. I'm talking about sand, similar rocks, depending on what section of the lake I'm gonna aquascape. I'll be adding plants, certain wood, yes, wood and plants. A lot of people don't associate plants and wood with African cichlids. Tanganyikan cichlids, you're able to keep plants and wood as long as the wood has been waterlogged. That means no tannins coming out of it. But yeah, I've been meaning to start a YouTube channel for quite some time. I finally worked up the courage today. We'll see if I post this video. That's pretty much my intro for now. Let's look at some of my tanks. This is my 200-gallon deep rocky habitat aquarium. This tank is 7 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet. In this tank, you will find Blue Zaire Copampa frontosas, Altolampralagus compressiceps goldhead from Kasanga, and Triglochromis autostigma. All these fish are wild caught. This is my 150-gallon shallow rocky habitat. As you can see, I'm trying to grow some algae on the rocks. This tank is 5 feet by 2 foot by 2 foot. In this tank, you will find Tropheus duboisii from Maswa, their F1s, Eretmodus cyanostictus, aka the Tanganyikan gabi. They were collected in Kasanga. And Julidochromis marksmithi capilli. Hope you guys liked my first YouTube video. Like and subscribe to see the end result of this tank.